So welcome back to Resident Evil Revelations lore walkthrough. We're now going to do episode 2. So here we're going to have Chris and another new character, Jessica Sherowat. Like Parker, Jessica's a former FBC agent who transferred to the BSEA after Terra Grigia. However, she's secretly a protege of Morgan Lansdale and was sent to the BSEA deliberately as a spy acting on his behalf.
Slow down, Chris.
We're almost there, Jessica.
I certainly hope so. My feet are killing me.
Our source indicates the camp is on the far side of this peak.
Maybe it's the weather, but I still can't make contact with HQ. Who'd have thought we'd be stuck out here for so long?
Jessica is actually a triple agent and works with Raymond Vester on a contract for Tricell, but we'll get more into that later on.
The plane! My God, it crashed! There shouldn't be any shipping routes in this area.
And the intel we got on Veltro was on the money. Come on.
That plane we just saw crashing there had taken off from Valcoinen Mock Airport just moments ago. The airport has just been attacked by BOWs sent by Morgan Lansdale on that specific plane.
Jesus, no one could have lived through that.
Investigate the site. Let me know if you find anything.
So Chris and Jessica are obviously on their way up to this airport to investigate rumours of this new Veltro revival. Like Jill and Parker, they believe this Veltro revival to be genuine and are unaware
traces of the virus here.
that the airport is just an elaborate setup by both Vesta and O'Brien.
Hard to say. I find it difficult to believe they survived Terra Grigia, though.
The reason Lansdale knows of the existence of this base is because Jessica has secretly leaked the information back to him. As I mentioned earlier, O'Brien is aware he has a mole within the BSEA, which is why he can't share the particulars of his plan with anyone. This means that although Jessica is a triple agent, even she does not know the Veltro revival is a fake. This file is a forewarning for some of the BOWs that were being transported, which include the Fenrir and the Farafello, which is a new type of hunter. So the plane was actually sent by Lansdale, containing BOWs, to wipe out Veltro who were hiding at the airport, or so he believed. This was part one of a three-point plan which included sending an armed team down to the sunken wreck of the Queen Dido, and also Raymond Vester and Rachel Foley to the Queen Zenobia at its hidden location on the Mediterranean. Even at this early stage, Lansdale was leaving nothing to chance. And as he himself says in the game, he is fearful of things, even little things, and must clean up every last imperfection.
The manifest should give us a lead to work with.
Let's see. They were headed for Valcoinen Mock Airport.
If that's where they are, this mine should take us there.
We'll see from a CCTV feed later on, of course, what happened to the airport. And I should point out that, just to clarify what Jessica said there, the airport was originally bound for Valcoinen Mock. It did land there successfully, and then desperate survivors have tried to use it to escape, and then they've crashed.
This cave is too cold.
You should have worn your thermal underwear.
Hey, did you hear that?
I think they're infected. Careful, Jessica.
Was the plane transporting these things?
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Then Veltro is back from the dead.
Yeah. We have to stop them before anyone gets hurt.
Those BOW were called Fenrir. They're wolf-based BOWs created as an experiment to test the T-Abyss effectiveness on land-based animals. They are less docile than compared to zombie dogs and Cerberus, but far more aggressive and have better combat abilities. This big one here is called a Black Fenrir. It's the leader of the pack, and as you can see, it can summon the smaller ones. It can be distinguished because it's far larger than the regular ones, and it obviously has darker fur. Apologies for my poor gameplay, but it is very hard to do this and try and explain what's going on at the same time. Although Fenrir attack in groups, their main tactic is actually to circle their prey and exhaust them before moving in for the kill. They won't just attack indiscriminately.
So, Jill, was it?
Was what? Stay focused.
She was your partner before, right?
Yeah, my partner from before. What about it?
I was, you know, just asking.
So throughout the game, Jessica constantly makes flirtatious remarks by Chris. Obviously she's trying to manipulate him and dig deeper into his personality and, you know, influence his actions, but as we know, Chris is typically all business and doesn't particularly care, so she's sort of making a wasted effort with that one.
Shit!
Chris, are you okay?
It's just my leg. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
So I said before about Fenrir wanting to exhaust their prey. Obviously Chris is cornered here. So they know he's struggling, so they're all going to circle him and move in for attack. You will notice that sometimes they run towards him and then they suddenly turn back without attacking.
Why now of all times?
Damn, there's too many of them.
Chris,
Shit, my ammo's not gonna last.
aren't there any more decoys?
Notice as well that the Fenrir exhibit typical symptoms of animals infected with the T-virus, skin necrosis, and also suffering wounds that no normal animal could survive. You know, gaping holes in the bodies and exposed bones. Whenever you're ready, Jessica. Shit.
Can you stand?
Thanks. I'll be okay.
Sorry to bring this up again, but
Bring what up?
do you trust me as much as Jill?
There's no need to compare. I trust you both. Besides, trust is built through actions, not words.
That's so like you, Chris. It's always about the job, isn't it?
So here we're about to get our first look at the airport. The original plan was for Chris and Jessica to infiltrate and explore it, but based on what's just happened to Jill and Parker, a sudden change of plan is required.
Look, is that the airstrip?
That's their hideout.
This is Forkball. Do you read?
Chris here. I read you, sir.
Are you all right? Where are you?
The interference here killed our signals. We're at Valkoinen Mock Airport.
Damn it. It's all a setup.
What do you mean?
I sent Jill and Parker to the Mediterranean on faulty intel, and now I've lost contact with them.
I haven't heard from them since.
How? What's going on?
Chris, you better look at this.
It's impossible.
O'Brien, you're not gonna like this. We found the Veltro crest.
Then stories of their resurrection are true. If that's the case,
Then the setup that got Jill and Parker. It was all...
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it.
O'Brien, we'll go after Jill and Parker. I hope that's not a problem.
Not at all. Make your way to the Mediterranean, and we'll keep you posted.
Any idea what's going on?
We'll sort it out later. We have to move.
Let's crack on.
What? Where?
Jill?
Parker.
Where are you?
I don't know. A room, I think. Somewhere on the ship.
Damn it. Bastard took all my weapons.
Can you reach HQ?
No, comms are as it seems. We should regroup.
So now we're back with Jill, who's been unconscious for approximately 2 hours, which has given Vesta enough time to set up more of his elaborate Veltro hoax throughout the ship. He's also rigged Jill and Parker's tugboat to explode to ensure they can't leave. Makes you wonder why this ooze just didn't attack Jill when she was helpless and unconscious on the bed. Never mind. Oh Jesus, it's been a while. That's it. And this door leads towards the bridge. This is where Raymond is. Currently back in his FBC get-up and ready to land more confusion on his own.
Jill, you can't fight without a weapon. Just do your best to dodge.
So the decor of the Queen Zenobia is obviously quite similar to that of the mansion. Obviously another hark back to George Trevor's influence. There's various pictures on the wall, including pictures of Terra Grigia and the coastal town with the beach where the Globsters washed up. Classic shotgun puzzle. As well as the pictures of Terra Grigia in the coastal town, there's also pictures of the Sun Garden and the Endopia ruins from Resident Evil 5, which is another subtle clue that these ships were once owned by Umbrella. Another example there of ooze sucking up blood and bodily fluids, which is a trait of T-Abyss, absorbing large amounts of nutrients. Like a zombie, has a high metabolism and will bite people to sustain itself, an ooze will stalk its prey to suck it dry and replenish its own bodily fluids. Gorgeous dining hall here with real pictures from historical art. Another picture of the Zenobia. Following Umbrella's demise, all 3 Queen ships were seized alongside all Umbrella assets and ended up in the hands of the FBC. In 2004, Lansdale gave all 3 ships to Veltro to help them carry out their attack in Terra Grigia. But as things stand, the BSAA are completely unaware that the Semiramis and the Queen Dido exist.
I'm fine, but the ship's crawling with BOWs.
Okay, we're going to need our weapons. I think I saw them on my way here, but I couldn't reach them. We should be okay as long as we work together. Wait, there are more creatures this way. I found this though. Think we can use it?
Yeah, it just might do the trick.
So here we have an updated botany book. Another homage to RE1, of course. Always nice to have an Arkley Mountains reference. And interesting that by 2005 they're now seemingly being used expressly as a protection aid when it comes to bioterrorism. The herbs, that is.
The weapons I found are just up ahead. Hurry.
Oh, you bastard. Oh no, there's a box that way, isn't there? Oh. Well, these grenades are a bit shit. Yeah, so here are the pictures of the Spencer Estate and the Endopia caves that I talked about. These pictures might seem a bit out of place on this ship, but I just think they're a nod for hardcore fans to spot. Or if you want to be boring, reuse textures.
We got our equipment. Now what?
Now we contact HQ and tell them what the hell is going on.
We should be able to do that from the bridge. Let's go. This is the room I was stuck.
Jesus, Parker.
By the way, what's the deal with that guy in the gas mask? What's his game?
Interestingly, this was the room Parker was locked up in, and in a neat twist was actually used as the room Jill woke up in when the original demo came out on the 3DS just a couple of weeks before the game was launched. The puzzle was actually changed slightly, and the screwdriver you needed to escape was in the bath after you drained the water. There was also a line in the demo about Jill saying this room was very familiar and she thought she was in a mansion. That was a quirky little thing, didn't end up in the final game. Again, you'll have to forgive my poor gameplay. I've not played this for about a year. So obviously Jill and Parker's objective now is to reach the bridge and re-establish contact with BSAA headquarters. Of course, Rim and Vesta has no intention of letting them do that. Now the Zenobia is off its projected course, neither Lansdale nor the BSAA will be able to find it, and as Chris says later on, finding a ship at sea is like finding a needle in a haystack. So this gives, you know, Vesta plenty of time to guide Jill and Parker towards their objective of uncovering proof that Lansdale is corrupt and that he was colluding with Veltro in the Terra Grigia panic. Parker. We saw an ooze drop out of a ventilation system there. One theory we have is we think that they're able to move around the ship so quickly because they can twist and contort the body and stretch the skin to fit inside confined spaces. That new variant is an ooze pincher. Oh, shit. The pincer has two large mutations on its arms that resemble claws, as you can see there. They can expand and retract. That gives the creature more reach, so it can attack you from a longer distance. There are 4 ooze variants in all. The other 2 is the ooze tricorn, which can fire bone projectiles from its arms. And the other one is the ooze chunk, which... oh, fuck. Apologise, it's very difficult to talk about these things and play at the same time. The ooze chunk is the bloated, sort of suicidal one that's absorbed too much water and it will just explode. And it'll cause damage if you're too close. Bridge. It's nice that this game's a bit more open than the others and you can go exploring from floor to floor and backtracking. Someone has been here, I wonder who that could be.
I'm at the bridge.
Sylvester wants the ship destroyed, of course, so they can't leave. There's Zenobia being off course, and its radar powered down, which means no one will be able to find it easy, and of course, no backup will come for Jill and Parker.
We can't change our course. We're completely adrift.
This is recent. The perpetrator can't be far.
Don't tell me that was the tugboat.
Shit, we'll be stuck here. Jill!
Freeze! Drop the weapon!
Drop yours, Parker. Who the hell are you?
So thanks again, guys. That's episode 2 done. Hopefully I'll try and do another one next week, and we'll slowly work our way through the game. Thanks very much.